Hello, my friends and future aspiring teachers. This is the year 2023, and I thought I would make an updated video on teaching in the beautiful country of Vietnam. So yeah, I'm sitting outside my apartment right now in this little park we have. You can see here, very beautiful. But yeah, I wanted to give an update on the TEFL process. So a lot of people have been asking me, how do you become a teacher? What are the requirements that you need in 2023? And I have some advice, and I also have a company that I recommend that has sponsored me. They are the company that I went through. I actually graduated, got my TEFL through them, and they were able to place me a job. And I'm in Vietnam right now because of them. So first off, let's talk about the requirements that you're going to need to teach in Vietnam as of 2023. The last time I did this was like 2 years ago during the lockdown, so some things might have changed. First thing you're going to need, guys, is your bachelor's degree, obviously. Just have a bachelor's degree. It doesn't matter what it's in, as long as you just have a 4-year degree, accredited 4-year degree. And I'm specifically going to speak for an American audience. Every nationality is going to have a different process about what you'll need to do when you first come into the country, such as what stamps you need to get at the embassy, what certifications you might have to do. So just keep in mind, this is a general, this is a general explanation of what the process is like, and it's tailored mostly for American teachers. But you will need a degree, and you will need a TEFL, which is Teaching English as a Foreign Language. Now, I went through a company called Learn TEFL and TEFL Graduate. It is a online, nationally accredited. You can look up their certifications. They, the BBB, the Better Business Bureau, all that. They score super high. I am a graduate of the company, so I am living proof. I mean, look at me. I'm in Vietnam. I've been living here almost 3 years. This company is very good, and they will literally teach you, train you, hold your hand through every step of the hiring process, job placement, getting your paperwork sent, getting your visa set up. They literally do it all. And so you're gonna need that. I'll speak more about that here in a little bit. And you're gonna need to do a passport, obviously, and you're gonna need a background check, and it has to be within 6 months. So let's say that you just graduate college. All right, you right now, the viewer, just graduated college, and you want to come to Vietnam. Well, I'm going to put you in touch with my personal recruiter, with the company. I'll have it in the comment section and in the description of this video. But so it is called TEFL Graduate. Now, there's all these companies like Ninja Teacher, and me and Ninja Teacher, I guess we both are kind of competing for the same kind of like audience about, how to teach in Vietnam. This guy has 50,000, subscribers. I have 400. The thing is that he recruits for Ho Chi Minh City. He recruits for South Vietnam. He recruits for all these big, huge cities that you have all these networks. Whereas me, I did everything by myself. Whereas his program is thousands of dollars. You're bunking, you're having all these friends, you're going to seminars. It's more about the process. Whereas with me, this is for people who just want to do it. If you're like me, you don't want to pay thousands of dollars or something that you could pay $100, $200 for, and just do it yourself. So this is for the more reliant, no disrespect, but for the people who are capable of, maybe doing things by themselves and not being scared of that process. So, you just graduate college, you're going to go to this website, which I'll link in the description, a TEFL Graduate. Now, there's different programs depending on what you're looking for, different hour classes, different certifications, But to teach, you're going to need the 120-hour class. There is a 150-hour master class, but the minimum which you'll need is the 120-hour TEFL certification. And like I said, it is a accredited school. It is recognized by every country that every school that I've worked at. And they have South Korea, Japan, Taiwan, China, Thailand, Philippines, you name it. So pretty much everywhere in Asia, this TEFL is good for. You will do the class. It is an online class, depending on which one. I recommend the 120-hour class. That is the one that I can give you a discount for. It will be broken down into like a weekly. I don't know if any of you have ever done online classes. It's pretty much like that. You'll have virtual videos and structured instructors. You'll have one-on-one chats with your tutor, and you'll see things such as like classroom management, how to plan for lessons, how to recognize learning disabilities, the cultural difference, how to adjust and adapt to the cultural difference when you first come to a country, how to cope with bad student behavior, how to develop rapport with your classroom, and pretty much everything these classes are going to teach you. Will you use all that knowledge? Not. I'd say maybe 80% of it you'll actually practically use in a classroom. A lot of it, though, is going to be tailored to just what it is that you teach and the kind of school that you teach at. Are you teaching at a public school? Are you teaching at a learning academy like I'm doing? Are you teaching 40 students? Are you teaching 5 students? I mean, there's so many different variables, so it's all going to depend. But the principles of which these TEFLs teach you are the foundation for which you'll build your teaching career on. You do not need to pay $2,000 through Ninja Teacher and all these other companies and you don't need to go in person and have all this fancy stuff and these pool parties and everybody going out drinking. Like, no, you could sit at your house, pay $100-something bucks, have the discipline, do it online, and then once you graduate, they will place you with a job. And literally, I was new to this. Was my first time ever doing it 2.5 years ago, right? They answered every single question that I had. Hey, what do I do here? And within 12 hours, I would have a response. Hey, I'm confused. What document is this? Or what happens to my passport on that? Like, literally, their job is to help you succeed. And the best part is with this company, TEFL Graduate, my recruiter's name is Carlos. His name is Mr. Carlos Salamanca, but his whole team is great. He has literally helped me years after I've even graduated with several different jobs. So their services don't just extend for, once you graduate, you get one job and then that's it. Like, no, they will help you. They stick with you and they stand by your service. And I literally, I put my reputation and I put my my word on the line for this company and for Carlos, and because I am living my dream because of them. And it was scary. I had a million questions, and they literally took time to answer every single one. From the very first day I joined the program to the day I was like getting on the airplane to fly to South Korea. I mean, literally. So, also, as of right now, Vietnam in 2023. So to be a teacher, let me slow down. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. You're going to need the TEFL. You're going to need, I recommend the 120-hour online one. It normally goes for, I believe, $400 with tax, but there is a promotional code that they're using right now. It is JN, letter JN 120. Well, I'll put this on the chat, and it saves you like $99. So literally, you'll get your TEFL for $100 maybe. I mean, I think I paid $150 for mine back 2 years ago, and then you have these people, you have these other fools flying all the way to Ho Chi Minh City, going to these actual, in-person schools for the same thing, paying thousands of dollars. Now I get it. If you're young in your 20s and you just want to hang out with a bunch of people, then okay. But if you're like me, like, no, I didn't come here to waste thousands of dollars for a TEFL. I came here to teach and to, make my own journey, make my own story. So I saved all that money by doing that. Um, so yeah, let me rewind my thoughts. Degree, TEFL, passport, background check. Once you get your TEFL, once you graduate, okay, there's different ones. There's a master class. There's one that's a 150-hour class. There's a one that's like an 80-hour class, and they're all for different things, depending on what you need, what you teach. Maybe you need, maybe you're trying to get a raise, or you're trying to get a promotion, or you're trying to teach a different level. So you might take a particular class. But just to have the requirement to teach in Asia, you will need the 120-hour TEFL at least, the 120 or the 150-hour TEFL. So you'll finish that. It took me how many weeks? I mean, you work it at your own pace. It's not like every week something's released. Like literally, you have access to all the material. It's at your pace. So you study, you read, you watch the videos, you do the quizzes, and then after each chapter you'll have to do a test, and you get, I think, two attempts. I mean, it might have changed. It was like 2.5 years ago since I did mine, but generally that's how it'll go. You'll have 2 attempts at per, say chapter 1 is classroom management, and you'll spend, maybe 4 hours learning all the different things from classroom management, from where to sit your chairs, what's the best way to address your students, how to be, how to be aware of boys and girls in different cultures, how that dynamic might work. Things that you won't even think about as a Westerner that you'll need to be, you'll need to be educated or aware of when you come and teach overseas, because you're in a different culture, and things are, a lot different depending on where you go. So we're going to keep it with Vietnam, teaching in Vietnam. So I'm going to stick it with Vietnam. Some important things you're going to learn here is just some of the culture, some of the traditions, some of the things about how Vietnamese students learn. One way that Vietnamese, one of the biggest problems with the Vietnamese style of learning is it doesn't require much critical thinking. It's all about memorization. So their schools are about remembering this, memorize this, be able to say this, recite this. But it doesn't really challenge them, to use critical thinking or to use what we call CCQs, concept checking questions and stuff like that. So as a teacher, as a foreign teacher, that is your job. You're going to be able to introduce a new style of learning for these students. It's not going to be about, hey, I need you to memorize the alphabet. No, it's going to be, I need you to utilize this alphabet to come up with a word that that lives in the ocean, or maybe you'll play a game of I'm looking for a adjective, that is this and this, and you could, there's 1,000 different games. I'm getting off subject. The point is that you want the kids to be able to critically think, be able to come up with answers. That's not just remembering, oh, the answer to this is A, the answer to this is B, or this is how you say the word dog. No, tell me about the dog. What is a dog? What does a dog look like? What does a dog do? What is, do you have a dog? You want your students to be able to mosquito, to be able to do things such as that. And you'll learn that through your TEFL. So, right now, as in, for anybody wondering, sorry, the camera's all bouncing. For anybody wondering about the COVID restrictions and all that kind of stuff, as far as I know right now, you don't need proof of vaccine. Actually, I do know for a fact, as of right now, the time of this recording, you do not need proof of vaccination to or a COVID test to enter the country. So you could come in here, and teach. I think they just say, now depending on what school you go to might be different. if you teach in the north, it's going to be a lot different than teaching somewhere like Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi. But yeah, just to enter the country, because I went to Thailand recently, and when I came back, there was no requirement of, vaccination or proving a negative test like it was, 2.5 years ago. Uh, so to summarize, I'll try to keep this video short. I want to introduce you to a company called TEFL Graduate. Okay, TEFL Graduate. I'm going to link it all in the comments below. This program will get you in Vietnam. It is what you need. They have job placement, so they will literally place you with a job. They have connections with different recruiters and schools all across Vietnam. So if you're interested in Hanoi, if you're interested in Ho Chi Minh City, if you're interested in Dalat, Da Nang, Ha Long Bay, Ba Ca, whatever. There's I can't I don't want to speak for them because some schools are hiring, some are not. But in my experience, they have connections with a lot of schools and a lot of different countries. You'll take the course, you'll pass the course, and they will handle the recruitment. So they'll be like, hey, we need you to submit a scanned copy of your passport to us, a scanned copy of your degree, your CV, your resume, and then like a 1-minute introduction video where you'll sit there and be like, hi, my name is Indy. I want to be a teacher because it has been my dream to go overseas, to experience new cultures, and I feel like I could give something back as a teacher, and something like that. I could do separate videos on what you should say on that kind of stuff. Of course, the TEFL, these mosquitoes are kidding me. Of course, your TEFL instructor will help you with all that, so don't worry. But the big news that I wanted to say, though, is that right now I am partnered with TEFL Graduate. So they have given me a promotion code to allow my audience, to allow anybody who wants to be a teacher. So if you're interested in the 120-hour course that comes with job placement and is what you need to come into Vietnam, I'm going to give you a promotion code, JN120, that you'll do when you do the checkout. So when you go into the shopping cart, I'll have all the instructions in the comments. You type in that, and it'll literally knock off like $99. It's a great deal, and it's legit. There is no scam. There is no scam. There is no foolery. There's nothing fake about this. My TEFL got me into Vietnam. I'm living in Vietnam. You guys know that. My whole channel is about that. And I just see these other YouTube channels like Ninja Teacher. And you're probably wondering, like, what is it that I have against Ninja Teacher? And I don't have anything against them. I don't blame somebody for having a hustle. I just think that they're greedy. I think that they're taking advantage of people by thinking that you need this super, extensive, expensive resort, fly you all the way, and you need all these weeks of training. Like, you don't. If you could do online college, then you could do online TEFL. Trust me. If I could do it, you could do it. If you want. So would you rather pay thousands of dollars, or do you want to pay $100-something? Do you want a company that's going to stand by you and place you with a job even years later? Say that you want to move. You contact your recruiter and they will help you. So yeah, TEFL Graduate, look into them, check out the website, look at the different programs. If you have any questions, I want you guys to just leave a comment. And yeah, to come to teach in Vietnam right now, there is no requirement besides getting your visa, work permit. A visa, just so you know the difference, a visa is, some countries require a visa to enter. Some countries do not. Like, for example, you could go to Thailand without a visa. Vietnam requires a visa. So to be a visa means that you need to be sponsored by somebody, like a school saying that, yes, we take this person, we take responsibility for this person. We are inviting them into the country under, a work permit is permission through the government to work in the country, to make money, to pay your taxes and all that stuff. So yeah, I hope this video helps. I know it's kind of rambling on, but this is information as of 2023, and I felt very bad that there's companies out there trying to charge you guys thousands of dollars for something that you could do by yourself for less than 100, or maybe a little bit more than that. And also, I'm very excited because of the promotion code that I have, and it does work. I checked it myself. It will save. I typed it in for the 120-hour class. That is plenty enough. Is what you need to come teach overseas. It will save you. The promotion code will save you, I believe, $99. So, details in the comments below in the description. I hope that helps. And yeah, come out here, guys. Become a teacher. I've been doing it for almost 3 years, and it's been the best time of my life. And you've seen the journey through my YouTube channel. It really is worth being bold, taking a chance, fighting the fear, and just doing it. All right? So, good luck. Bye.